Game show, everybody. David Wilson here at the Mack Center. 61-44, St. Bonaventure knocks off the Golden Flashes here tonight as the Golden Flashes wrap up their non-conference season. We're joined courtside by Danny O'Banion, head women's basketball coach here at Kent State. Danny tied 19-19 at halftime. Let's start by talking about the second half and what happened, because it looked at first like you guys were very successful getting the ball down low. They started sagging in. What kind of an effect did that have on you guys tonight?
Sure, no, St. Bonaventure's, they made a good halftime adjustment. They changed who they were sagging off of, and we didn't do a good job of recognizing who they were not guarding in the second half. So traditionally, they've helped sometimes off of the wing into the post, and then in the second half, they helped off of our point guards. So we had a tough time making that adjustment, and that was a good adjustment by them.
Well, Montilla got off to such a great start tonight, working very hard down low. I think hit 6 of her first 7 shots. She scored 14 in the first half, was held to 3 in the second half, but nevertheless, a very strong game for her in the post. What did you think?
Yeah, Montilla did a good job of establishing herself in the first half. I thought her teammates did a good job of getting her the basketball where she'd be successful. I was really pleased with how many halftime assists we had, Dave. I think all but 2 first-half field goals were assisted, and that was a major point of emphasis for us today, knowing that they were going to be doubling down to make sure that we were sharing the basketball. So, you know, to finish the game with 13 assists for us is a good deal. That's a good amount of assists for us. I don't know if we've passed it that well yet this season.
Well, you guys struggled from long range tonight, Danny. 2 of 13 from three-point range. That included 1 very late. But you were never in a position, it seemed like, unguarded at the three-point line. What did you think of their three-point defense tonight?
Well, you know, one of our points of emphasis was not to fall into the trap of shooting too many threes. Their opponents averaged 20 three-point field goals a game, attempts. And so we wanted to make sure that we stayed at or around 10, because that's not one of our strengths, to shoot and make threes. But I thought our guard play, in terms of how well we shot the basketball, I thought that hurt us tonight. You know, we were very concerned about being able to get points in the paint and to finish the game with a 4-point advantage in the paint. That's a good goal for us to meet, but we need to make sure that we've got guards that are acting like their number 24, who had a really good game from behind the three-point arc. She can really shoot it. She's fun to watch, except for when it happens to you.
Yeah, you're right. 17 for Chelsea Boker tonight, out of Crestview High School over in the Salem area. She played her high school ball there, and that's not the first time she's done that to Kent State in her career. This is a very good, successful mid-major program, isn't it?
Yeah, St. Bonaventure. A lot of respect has to go to St. Bonaventure. Coach Crowley does an outstanding job. They've been good probably for the last 5 years or so, and had an outstanding year, I think about 2 years ago. So we didn't necessarily lose to a bad basketball team. We just had an offensive struggle, especially in the second half. So they're going to go and do some really nice things in the A-10 this season, and hopefully we can come back from break and do some really nice things in the MAC.
Well, Danny, you used a different starting lineup tonight, rewarding a couple of your freshmen for some very nice performances from last Tuesday night. Krista White got her first college start. Janae Peterson was back in there tonight. Is that something that you like to do from game to game, to show a player that they can crack that starting lineup with good minutes?
Yeah, it's not so much about how they performed in Tuesday night's game. We really put a high emphasis on practice performance and who's being a good teammate. You know, there's a difference between being on the team and being a teammate. So we're looking for those 5 guys that are showing those Flash family values, the grit, the respect, the enthusiasm, the accountability, the team orientation. So those 5 that started tonight did that on a consistent basis. They communicated well. They were selfless the last few days in practice, so they were rewarded with the start.
Well, it was a couple times on the court. You had 3 true freshmen, a couple of first-year junior college players.
You were nervous, weren't you?
Well, it was a very effective lineup at times, which gives you some confidence going into the future.
Sure. No, certainly we've talked a lot, you and I have, about needing to develop some depth. And it's been nice to have our freshmen figure some things out. I thought Emily Leonard came in at the end of the first half and really helped us get a nice defensive stop to keep the game tied at the half. So they're coming, and now they're officially second semester freshmen, so we'll coach them like second semester sophomores.
You know that I'm never scared of any lineup you have on the court.
You're not? Okay.
I trust you implicitly.
Well, you know what? You trust me more than I do, Dave.
Danny, thanks for coming by. I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you back here on the 4th. It'll be the MAC opener, and it'll be a big night against Eastern Michigan.